Try the new Plutus wallet app that casually teaches you cryptocurrency trading. Learn to combine the best coins, create and collect profitable portfolios, and manage them to the top. Reach the leaderboards and get real rewards without any risks. Install Plutus Wallet from Google Play or the App Store. If you use an Android device, use my referral code KMX88Q and get 100 Plutus Coins as a bonus for free now. Plutus Wallet, your chance to become a winner in the world of cryptocurrency.
Why? What are we gonna do tomorrow night?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Try to take over the... Try to take over the world.
For the months of May and June, we'll be giving away 50,000 IOST tokens, along with 3 Ledger Nanos, 2 of them sponsored by Nimic, and 1 special edition Ledger Nano with an on-the-go kit. Winners announced July 1st. To enter, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on every video in May and June for your maximum number of entries. Hello Bit Squad, welcome back to the channel. So today I've got a really special video for you guys. Normally we do the top 5 news stories of every day, and we're gonna change the format a little bit today because I felt like it's super important for me to tell you guys the top to bottom story of Libracoin. So if you don't know, Libracoin is the new coin, the currency that Facebook is gonna be using. And so instead of our normal 5 news stories, I'm gonna be answering 5 questions about Libracoin that you have to know. If you're in the crypto community, I think it's so important that you understand what this means for the future of cryptocurrency. And I think that by the end of this video, you're gonna be surprised by what I have to say. So we're gonna do those. Let's go ahead first. We're gonna jump into the markets. We're gonna change the format a little bit, do our IOST break before we get into the questions. Market Watch. Okay guys, so I have to wonder, Bitcoin is now going up. We're at $9,272. The market cap inching ever closer to 290 billion and then 300 billion after that. I remember when we dropped under 3 billion last year, and it's been a long time since we've seen that, but I do think it is coming. We're up 1.52% today. It's a mostly green day, but not the band. If you look at the top gainers of the day, we got Hypercash, Digibyte, Zcoin, Wax, and MadeSafe Coin. Also Ignis, which I think is Ardor, I believe, is actually, all of those are up over 10%. Then we have Aurora, Odom, Crypto.com chain, Zcash, and Komodo that are all the biggest losers of the day. So let's jump into our IOST break. Hold up, it's time for an IOST break. All right, so this is just a reminder to anyone that is in the IOST Partner Program. And if you're not in, we'd love for you to come jump in the IOST Partner Program. Contribution rewards for Q2 are coming up. But first, you gotta fill out those pesky reports. So if you are in the Partner Program, make sure that you fill out those reports. Look, there I am. This is from Q1, BitBoy Crypto. Right there, content creation and promotion. Love to promote IOST, love what they're doing. Here's a little bit about the rewards and the tier levels and things like that. You guys can find that out. But more importantly, if you're not in the partner program, you can do that as well. Just search IOST Partners Program and it'll come right up. It's a very good community to be part of and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into now the top 5 questions regarding Libracoin. It's time for the fresh 5 top news stories of the day, starting with number 5. Okay, so the first question is very simple. What is Libracoin? Well, Libracoin is a stable coin and it's going to be pegged to the US dollar, and that's going to become very important as we go through the video for you to understand. Now, if you've ever been to a grocery store or Target, whatever the case may be, and you go and you see they've got all of those gift cards, and then along with the gift cards, they have like all kinds of different little cards that go to like little games. You don't even know what they are. Facebook games, the Farmville, like used to be able to buy little cards for Farmville and things like that. Well, the Facebook Libracoin is going to work the same way. You're going to be able to go to a grocery store and buy little cards and then take those cards and apply that to your wallet. Now, your Facebook account is not going to be linked to your wallet. So you're going to be able to use it in conjunction with your wallet, but it's not gonna be linked to your identity, which is really, really, really good. However, there are privacy concerns, obviously, because it's Facebook and things like that. So Facebook is not gonna be the only vote, if you will, controlling this coin. There's several other companies we hate in crypto, like Visa, other companies that, we probably use a lot, Lyft and Uber. All of these are going to be involved in this coin, along with, several capital companies and things like that. So Libracoin is basically going to be something where, you're going to be able to use it to make purchases through the Messenger app, send money to somebody else. It's going to be really easy to use. It's supposed to be a super, super, super fast blockchain. If you can imagine, Facebook has the power to hire the biggest and best people in blockchain to come work for them, and they've done that. They've hired a lot of really, really, high-level developers and things like that to help them with this project. So the long and the short of it is real blockchain. It is going to be, it's not going to be linked to your identity, and it is going to be a stable coin linked to the value of $1. Number 4. Okay, so who should be concerned about Libracoin? Well, there's basically 3 different groups of people that need to be concerned when it comes to Libracoin. Number 3 is governments. Governments need to be very concerned about Libracoin because there is a chance, since this is pegged to the dollar, that this could almost become bigger than the dollar. I mean, there will be more users across the world of this than there will be of the US dollar. And, there are governments out there, including the United States government. The French government has already raised concerns that are concerned about, privacy issues with this coin, but really that's veiled because what they're really concerned about, Facebook coin becoming the global coin. They're very concerned about this. Now, how would this possibly happen? Well, a stable coin that is a stable value pegged to the US dollar, when people use that, now retailers won't be scared to take it because retailers are scared to take Bitcoin because Bitcoin might be worth $9,000 today, $7,000 tomorrow. The cup of coffee might be worth $4 today, $3.50 tomorrow, and retailers can't take that. So if you watch my interview with, Turnio CEO Daniel Goldman a couple days ago, that was something that we talked about, which was the future in actually transaction currency, a digital currency of the internet, is stable coins. And I actually kind of tend to believe that Libracoin could actually become that coin. So who else should be concerned about Libracoin? Banks. Banks should be very concerned about Libracoin because if we're all able to exchange value from our own wallets, of course, at first, we're having to go to the store and buy these cards and put them in your wallets and things like that. But think about this, guys. If we're able to remove the need for debit cards and the need to hold money in banks because it's in your wallet, or even if we cut into that just a little tiny bit, banks need to be concerned. So who else needs to be concerned? We've talked about governments, we've talked about banks, and now we've talked about number 3, centralized cryptocurrencies that are involving bank transfers. If you are a Ripple fan, if you're an XRP fan, this should scare the crap out of you because Facebook is coming for the banks. It's coming for, being able to eliminate the middlemen, and we can talk about their motivation and things like that, which we'll get to at the end of the video. But I've said this many times. The problem to me with XRP is not that it's centralized. Honestly, that's really not what my problem with it is. My problem is I can't see a day that exists where Bitcoin and XRP can coexist because there's no reason for it. If all of a sudden we make this move to digital currency and digital currency becomes so popular over, X amount of years, then why do we need XRapid that's going to be transferring fiat across border, cross-border settling and things like that, settling transactions internationally when we could just use a digital currency? So that's always been a big concern of mine with Ripple. And I think if you're in the Ripple community, you have JPM coin that's kind of doing its thing with a private blockchain. Now you got Libracoin. It feels like you could be vulnerable at this point. Number 3, how can Libracoin help the crypto community? And man, let me tell you, I feel like an eye-opening, epiphany today about this. I was reading Eric Voorhees. He had a big tweet storm where he talked about some of this, and it really opened my eyes to the truth. We've already seen the U.S. government, Senator Sherrod Brown, or Congressman, I think he's a senator, came out and said, we have all these concerns about Facebook. They need to slow down. They don't need to be coming out with this coin, yada, yada, yada. We've seen France say something similar. There's no coin in cryptocurrency that can fight the U.S. government, except guess who can? Facebook, Google, Apple, Amazon. Those companies have the resources to fight against lawsuits and regulation and the SEC. A lot of these companies don't have the resources. We're seeing Ken right now have to raise money to be able to fight the SEC, but that's not going to be the case with Facebook. Not even withstanding the fact that Facebook is in the pockets of a lot of the people in the government, which yes, kind of goes against what cryptocurrency is about. However, they can take that punishment. They can be out there speaking for cryptocurrency, speaking for blockchain. And we're going to talk about their motivation at the end of the video, but they can be kind of a mouthpiece for crypto. And if you really read between the lines and what is going on here, Bitcoin is not the enemy of Libracoin. Libracoin is not coming for Bitcoin. That's become very clear to me as I've done a lot of research on this today. And I think if we keep that in mind, there's a lot of things that Libracoin can be good for, when it comes to, speaking for cryptocurrency. And obviously, right, if we talk about the benefits of this, not only can they fight on the behalf of regulation and things like that, not only does it more legitimize blockchain and cryptocurrency, but also, if you think about this, think about all the people who are going to hear about crypto that didn't know about it before. Just this weekend, I literally talked to 2 different people that had never even heard of Bitcoin. I'm like, who hasn't heard of it? I thought almost everyone had heard about it. However, you plug this thing up to Facebook, everybody is going to know about it. So I think that in that way, in being a mouthpiece, being able to have the resources to fight regulation, and keeping in mind that Bitcoin is not the enemy of Libracoin, I think there's a lot of reasons for the crypto community to actually embrace this. Number 2. Okay, so question number 2, why should the crypto community be nervous about Libracoin? There are reasons to be nervous. While there are reasons to be excited and feel like this is going to actually push cryptocurrency forward, there are reasons to think that Facebook's going to do what they do with everything and botch it up. They're going to centralize it. They're going to roll back transactions. They're going to censor your transactions. They're going to come up with a way to work with all the validator nodes that are on the system to basically, while each one of these different companies will have these validator nodes, and supposedly it should be decentralized, like, hey, Zuckerberg could call up, some of these different CEOs and try to get them to work together and things like that to roll back transactions or to censor transactions or things like that. Like, there's nothing more frustrating than working with Google or Facebook and having, like, let's say you're working with their advertising program and you're trying to get ads through, and all the time they're getting rejected and you get no answers, right? That's frustrating. Imagine if you're trying to use money and they freeze your account, they freeze your money. Now, shouldn't happen theoretically based on the information that we've been given, but we do have to keep in mind that this is Facebook. However, with this not being the enemy of Bitcoin, I'm going to say this again, not being the enemy of Bitcoin, I don't think as a crypto community that while that will affect them, I don't really know so much that that would affect us and everything that we're trying to do with Bitcoin and altcoins and utility tokens and things like that. The number 1 crypto story of the day. Okay, so what is Zuckerberg's play here? What is the end game for old Zuck? Is it to smoke some meats or to drink some water like a cyborg? Don't know if that's true. But what I do know is I believe that Zuckerberg's, what he wants is he wants to be worshipped. I think that Zuckerberg wants to be the most powerful man in the world. Now, if we think about the leanings of Mark Zuckerberg, the liberal side of the aisle, and we think about his ideals, we know the censorship that has happened on Facebook. Why would he want to become the world's most powerful man? He could influence decisions. He has a way of life that he feels like is the best way that people should live. We do know he has been very, philanthropic. He's given money to different charities and things like that. I hope I pronounced that right. I believe I did. But he wants to be in control. He wants to control things. That's what this is all about. So while there will be a lot of advantages to Libracoin, I feel like from where I'm looking right now and looking at all the information that we have right now at this moment, I actually feel like this could be a good thing for the world. And I think that's what Zuckerberg wants. If we think about why does Facebook steal your privacy? To make money. Why? Because he wants to be powerful. I hope that I don't get killed by the morning for saying this, but I do believe that's the end game. But I do think that there's going to be a lot of things that are going to come along with Libracoin that are going to be beneficial to the cryptocurrency community, and it's going to be beneficial for the price of Bitcoin. Utility tokens, I believe, are going to be able to get more and more popular. This supports my theory that I believe that we will live in a fully tokenized economy before the end, the next 10 to 20 years. And so it all supports that. But if we get back to his motivation, I believe his motivation is to be the most powerful man in the world. And if he's got to do it, if he's got to cater to the crypto community and go by a crypto set of ideals, which it sounds like he's doing, then that's what he'll do. But remember, his end game, it's never pure. It's purely for power and control. And, there may be times that we see that goes too far with what he tries to do with this coin. We might see censorship. We probably will see censorship. We'll see transactions maybe frozen and things like that. But, if we remember that Facebook is not the enemy of Bitcoin, that Libracoin is not the enemy of Bitcoin, if he goes that route and Libracoin does become a censored crypto, a censored coin, that transactions are rolled back, then that's great for Bitcoin, right? That's great if that's where things go, because we have an answer to that. So it's basically this: Zuckerberg, either play by the rules or you're going to get burnt. That is what is going to happen with Libracoin. He's going to open the door for more people to know about cryptocurrency, and if he screws them, then they're going to come back to Bitcoin. They're going to come back to the rest of this community. So those are my thoughts on Libracoin. That is how I see all of this playing out. You guys drop me your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this video, about Libracoin. If you have other questions, make sure you drop those down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. BitBoy out.